you feel about it. I do what I want.
Well, the weather outside couldn't be better. They've opened the roof and the retractable windows on the sides, and it's time for football at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They go play action now. Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. You look at this Colt defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
They absolutely have to avoid the penalties, have to walk that line between being aggressive and the ones that get you in trouble. The illegal contact, pass interference calls, they've got to make sure that they don't have those.
They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Colts, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run here with Pierce. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Once more, it's Pierce. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Here's Pacheco. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Isaiah Pacheco, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Will Lutz set to kick off. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the go.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You look at this Jaguar defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big game there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Let's go now.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Richardson out of the shotgun. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On third down, here's Richardson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Aaron Donald just so strong they can't block him, and he records the sack. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Eluding the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. Isaiah Pacheco. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First down now, but that clock rolling.
That's good for the Colts. First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Again, it's Taylor. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. In motion right is Pittman. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Lawrence on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 20-yard line. On second down, Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On third down, Lawrence. Complete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And we'll still have time for one play before the half, as this will be fair caught and brought out to the 25.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throwing over, and it's Taylor on the out route that completes it. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Going for it on 4th, Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. On first down, Lawrence. Flush to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Lawrence to throw on second down. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shot.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Jags are able to stretch out their lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a...
There he goes, right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now it's Richardson.
Hard throw, incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down.
Here's Richardson to throw.
And it's incomplete. They can...